The engine hummed. Our bags were packed. We were finally off. Leaving Delhi's hustle behind, we were Shimla bound, ready for a taste of the Himalayas. The car was buzzing with anticipation. Every beep of the horn was a celebration. We were trading the city's clamor for the mountain's calm. This wasn't just a road trip, it was a pilgrimage to the roof of the world. The first leg of our journey took us through the familiar sights of NH44. Trucks rumbled past, laden with goods. Roadside vendors offered chai and snacks. The air, thick with the city's breath, gradually gave way to the open road's promise. Excitement bubbled in our chests like the chai brewing at a roadside stall. We were on our way. We cruised along NH44, the highway a familiar friend. The road stretched out before us, a well-worn path that had seen countless journeys. Each mile brought back memories of past adventures, the laughter, the stories, and the shared moments that made every trip special. The sun climbed higher, bathing the landscape in a warm glow. The early morning light painted the fields in hues of gold and amber, a sight that never failed to take our breath away. It was as if the world was waking up with us, ready to embrace the day ahead. Fields of golden wheat stretched as far as the eye could see. The gentle sway of the crops in the breeze was hypnotic, a dance of nature that seemed to welcome us. It was a reminder of the simple beauty that lay in the everyday scenes of rural India. We were in no hurry, stopping for chai and samosas at roadside dhabas. These little eateries were more than just places to eat. They were a slice of local culture, a chance to connect with fellow travelers and hear their stories. Each stop was a new experience, a new memory to cherish. The rhythm of the road was intoxicating. Drive, stop, eat, repeat. It was a cycle that brought a sense of freedom and adventure. The open road called to us, promising new sights and experiences just around the corner. A pit stop at Amrik Sukhdev was a must. This place was legendary, known far and wide for its delicious food and welcoming atmosphere. It was a beacon for weary travelers, a place where you could rest and recharge before continuing your journey. This iconic eatery, a legend on the Delhi-Chandigarh highway, beckoned with its promise of delicious paranthas. The aroma of freshly cooked food filled the air, drawing us in like a magnet. It was impossible to resist the allure of a hearty meal here. We feasted like kings, our plates piled high with buttery goodness. Each bite was a taste of heaven, a reminder of why this place was so beloved. The food was not just sustenance, it was a celebration of flavors and tradition. Fueled up on food and laughter, we were back on the road. The camaraderie and joy shared over a meal made the journey even more special. It was these moments of connection that made the road trip unforgettable. The highway stretched before us, an asphalt ribbon leading to adventure. Each turn and bend held the promise of new discoveries. The open road was a canvas, and we were the artists, painting our journey with every mile. We rolled down the windows, the wind whipping through our hair, carrying with it the promise of the mountains. The fresh air invigorated us, filling us with a sense of excitement and anticipation for what lay ahead. The journey was as much about the road as it was about the destination. As we left the plains behind, the landscape began to change. The air, once thick and dusty, grew noticeably cooler and cleaner. Rolling hills carpeted in emerald green replaced the flat expanse of the plains. We were on NH5 now, climbing steadily higher, each bend in the road revealing a new vista. The first whiff of pine filled the car, a welcome change from the city's fumes. We were entering the lower Himalayas, and the scenery reflected the shift. Towering trees, their branches heavy with needles, lined the road, creating a verdant tunnel. The air tasted different here, crisp, clean, and invigorating. It was like nature was giving us a warm hug. This was the transformation we craved. Our next stop was Solan, a charming town nestled amidst the hills. Known as the Mushroom City of India, Solan welcomed us with open arms. The air was noticeably cooler here, a refreshing change from the plains. We parked the car and strolled through the bustling market, our senses overwhelmed by the sights and smells. We found a quaint little tea shop perched on a hillside, its windows offering panoramic views of the valley below. Sipping hot cups of chai, we watched the clouds cast fleeting shadows on the slopes. Solan was a place to catch your breath. It was a reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination. We left feeling rejuvenated, ready to tackle the next leg of our adventure. Section 5, Winding Roads and Waterfalls, Nature's Own Gallery. The road to Shimla was a serpentine dream, Hairpin bends and steep inclines tested our driving skills, but the scenery made it all worthwhile. We were in the heart of the Himalayas now, surrounded by towering peaks and plunging valleys. Waterfalls cascaded down the mountainsides, their roar a symphony to our ears. Each turn revealed a new masterpiece. It was like driving through a gallery curated by nature itself. We stopped often, captivated by the views. But a word of caution: mountain roads demand respect. We took it slow and steady, remembering that safety comes first. The journey is always more enjoyable when you arrive in one piece. Section 6. Shimla's first glance. A colonial dream emerges. As we rounded a bend, we were greeted by a sight that took our breath away. There, perched on a ridge, bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun, was Shimla. The town, a jumble of colonial-era buildings and traditional Himalayan architecture, seemed to tumble down the hillside. We had arrived. Shimla welcomed us with open arms. The air was crisp and cool, scented with pine and wood smoke. We could feel the weight of history in the air, a legacy of its time as the summer capital of British India. Excitement bubbled in our chests. We had reached our destination, but the adventure was far from over. Section 7. Strolling the Mall Road where time takes a holiday. No trip to Shimla is complete without a stroll down Mall Road. This pedestrian-only street, the heart of the town, pulsated with life. Shops overflowed with souvenirs and local handicrafts. The aroma of freshly baked cakes wafted from bakeries, tempting our taste buds. Time seemed to slow down on Mall Road. We joined the throng of locals and tourists, soaking up the atmosphere. Street vendors hawked their wares, their calls blending with the laughter of children. We stopped for a cup of chai at a roadside stall, watching the world go by. The pace of life here was infectious. We found ourselves slowing down, savoring each moment. Section 8. Beyond the ridge, exploring Shimla's hidden gems. While Mall Road was the heart of Shimla, bustling with activity and vibrant with life, we were eager to explore its hidden gems. The charm of Shimla extends far beyond its popular spots, and we were on a mission to uncover the lesser-known treasures that this beautiful hill station has to offer. A short drive took us to the majestic Christ Church, one of the oldest churches in North India. Its neo-Gothic architecture stood tall against the backdrop of the hills, and the stained glass windows inside cast colorful patterns on the ground, creating a mesmerizing play of light and shadow. The church, with its serene ambiance, offered a moment of tranquility amidst our exploration. The silence inside was a stark contrast to the bustling town outside. As we walked through the aisles, the history of the place seemed to whisper through the walls, telling tales of a bygone era. The peacefulness of the church provided a perfect escape from the noise and chaos of everyday life. We wandered through the old cemetery nearby, where weathered tombstones stood as silent sentinels of history. Reading the inscriptions on these stones, we felt a deep connection to the past. Each tombstone told a story, a life lived and a legacy left behind. It was a poignant reminder of the passage of time and the enduring nature of memories. Next, we ventured to Jaku Hill, the highest point in Shimla. The journey up the hill was an adventure in itself, with winding roads and lush greenery all around. As we ascended, the air grew cooler and fresher, and the sounds of the town faded away, replaced by the rustling of leaves and the chirping of birds. As we climbed higher, the town unfolded below us like a map, with its red-roofed houses and winding streets. The view was nothing short of spectacular, offering a bird's-eye perspective of Shimla's unique blend of natural beauty and colonial charm. At the top, we were greeted by breathtaking panoramic views of the Himalayas. The snow-capped peaks stood majestically against the clear blue sky, creating a picture-perfect scene that was both humbling and awe-inspiring. It was a sight that made the climb worthwhile and left us in awe of nature's grandeur. The air was thin and crisp, the silence broken only by the wind whistling through the prayer flags that fluttered in the breeze. These colorful flags, with their prayers and mantras, added a spiritual touch to the already serene environment, making the experience even more profound. Standing there, surrounded by the immensity of the mountains, we felt a sense of peace wash over us. It was a moment of reflection and gratitude, a reminder of the beauty and tranquility that can be found in nature's embrace. Shimla's hidden gems had not only revealed their secrets to us, but had also touched our hearts in ways we hadn't expected. Section 9. Road trip, reverie, until the next adventure. Our journey from Delhi to Shimla was more than just a road trip. It was a tapestry woven from laughter, adventure, and breathtaking beauty. Each mile we covered brought us closer, not just to our destination, but to each other. The car was filled with stories, jokes, and the kind of conversations that only happen on the open road. We had traded the city's clamor for the mountain's serenity, the honking of horns for the whisper of the wind through the pines. The air was crisp and fresh, a stark contrast to the smog-filled streets of Delhi. Every turn on the winding road revealed a new vista, each more stunning than the last. As we packed our bags, our hearts ached to linger a little longer. The mountains had cast a spell on us, and leaving felt like waking up from a beautiful dream. We reminisced about the moments we had shared, the places we had discovered, and the bonds we had strengthened. But every journey must come to an end. The sun setting over the mountains was a poignant reminder that time waits for no one. Yet the memories we created would stay with us forever, etched in our hearts and minds. The open road calls, beckoning us to new adventures. Each journey is a chapter in the book of our lives, filled with its own unique stories and experiences. The thrill of the unknown, the promise of new discoveries, and the joy of the journey itself are what make travel so exhilarating. We left Shimla with a renewed appreciation for the simple joys of travel, the thrill of the open road, the camaraderie of shared experiences, and the magic of discovering new places. The laughter we shared, the challenges we overcame, and the beauty we witnessed all contributed to an unforgettable experience. So, pack your bags, grab your keys, and hit the road. Adventure awaits. Whether it's a short drive to a nearby town or a long journey across states, the road is full of possibilities. Embrace the unknown, cherish the moments, and let the journey transform you. Until the next adventure, keep exploring and keep dreaming.